So never let it be said that I don't know the surest way to get an audience, simply to pay for their drinks. So I've got a few things to say, which I'm going to keep as brief as possible. First of all, yes, I'd like to welcome you all here, although Elizabeth's actually given my speech for me, so there isn't really a lot more for me to say. But I do feel as though Portland is in some way welcoming me as well. I'd like to mention openness. I'm here to promote open source, and Portland has this really good story about how it's the open source capital of the world. So if this initiative comes to nothing, I'm going to really cry bullshit in a big way about that. So all I can say is it had better be. It had better be. I'm here to try, basically, to start a number of dialogues with people who may not realize that they have interests in common. And I think that over time it's going to become apparent that the move towards open source development methodologies in software is simply the precursor of a number of changes in society at large in the way that we choose to do things. And I think that represents an important change that is effectively the crest of a wave that has yet to break. People don't realize the significance of the fact that open source people basically, instead of arguing about what the infrastructure should be like, go out and build it and then say, well, hey, would you like to use it? By the way, I don't need any money, just use it. I've written this code, and if you can make any improvements, then fine, we'll take the improvements. And I think that spirit is one that, from the little I so far know of Portland, is one that would resonate with people who choose to come to Portland. So I guess I'm planting a stake in the ground as a person who has chosen to come to Portland and to believe that the dreams of the 90s really are alive. Although personally, I would like to feel as a child of a rather earlier generation that the dreams of the 70s are also still alive. And I'm glad that the medical profession's decided that they can support that initiative. Why live in a state where you run the risk of imprisonment is my question. But anyway, basically all I really wanted to do was to thank everyone for coming, to stand up here so that you could indeed see my face and know what this Steve Holden guy looks like. I hope you all have a wonderful time. I hope that you enjoy talking to each other, and I hope that you will take the trouble to talk to people in the room who you've never met before, because I think if we all talk together about topics that we're less confident of with people who may know more than us about them, then we might, you never know, all learn something which could be to everyone's advantage. Thank you all for coming, and have a great time.
Cheers.